everyone. It's August 29, 2010. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. And today, at least this one, is Schmuck to Glenn Beck. I watched an excerpt on MSNBC about your thing yesterday at the Lincoln Memorial, and, there was 300 to 500,000 people, about the size of Woodstock back in 1969, except, those godless creatures, why, they went 3 days. You guys went a few hours. Yippee, yippee, yahoo, yahoo. What I'd really like, though, to take issue with was your references all the time this week, whether it's been in print, speechifying, the whole bit, Glenn, to God. Has it never occurred to you, Mr. Flat Top, that just perhaps you're using a generic term, the God, Allah, Great Spirit, name it, the same thing, just a different language. It's like, gee, did you know, perhaps, that Apache, Cherokee, Cheyenne, Mohawk, they all pretty much meant the same thing, the people. They were the people. Everyone else was, it was a higher evolved animal, but this particular bunch was the people. And it's the same thing, whether it be Christian, Muslim, and even Christian, you break it down, Catholic, Protestant, and then you get to go even further, Anglican, Baptist, like the Sunnis, the Shiites, the Wahhabis. Okay, you get my point here. Each time you break it down doesn't make it any more or less. It's just a further, here we go, breakdown. And you call, restoring America back to the religious ideals held by our forefathers. Again, maybe you didn't go to a good school, I don't know. But, Jefferson purposely called it the Creator in the Constitution, the preamble, etc., the Declaration. It was the Creator. These men knew that if you allow politics to be religified, well, you get into the same problem that they came here from. You have the Catholics trying to run everything, or the Anglicans trying to run everything, and, then the Baptists came along trying to run everything, and there you go. And all of a sudden, we're as bad as the Muslim extremists. Oh, we've got some of our own Christian extremists, and there's Catholic extremists. Ask Ireland. Go ahead. You have extremists. They can quote all the damn scripture you want to justify their cause. There's stuff in every holy book, whether it's the Quran, the Bible, the Torah, how to discriminate. That's why Jews got circumcised. It was a way of showing they weren't Egyptians. They were Jews. That's all it is. Yeah, it's built up as a health practice, yada, yada, yada. But check it out. It was a way to differentiate themselves from these other folks. That's what this is all about. Your Restoring America thing is how to differentiate us from everybody else. When really, Glenn, we've got to be concerned with how to pull it all together to be with other people. Not to subjugate, not to kill, but to be with. You talk about your 10 Commandments, your good books, all that stuff. Basically, all these books have one theme, all the way threaded through them, is to love thy neighbor. You're not doing a really good job of it, are you? And, further for history, Ethan Allen, one of the country's forefathers, fought from up here in Vermont, all that stuff, He called Jehovah got into a big spitting match one Sunday with the preacher in Bennington Church. Do you know about these things? This country was based on religious freedom. And even there, they screwed it up. A lot of states wouldn't allow Catholics to hold office because they were, oh my goodness, papists. What I'm really getting at here is religion is a wonderful, fine thing unless it's carried to extremes. What you really got to have is faith. You can call God, Jehovah, Allah, the Creator, whatever, but call. Really call. You claimed, Mr. Beck, that God kind of dropped a sandbag on your head. No, it wasn't a sandbag, but it was an idea that just glanced off. Didn't quite make the mark. You almost got it, but the road to hell is filled with cobblestones of almost got it's. You're preaching hate. You really ought to try preaching love sometime. I spoke to God last night. That's what she said. Peace out there.